Well. You know what? I got so much to talk about right now. I got a lot of stuff going. And I'm gonna do a series of videos about really catching how to do it. And this one I'm gonna put up, but I'm gonna take it down. Cause this one is gonna be so dope, like the rest of them gonna be. I'm just actually letting you see. So you better look at this while you can, cause I'm finna make it private after about. Matter of fact, tomorrow night after my show, it's gonna be private, and you gonna have to buy it to see it. But let's get with it. Let's get with it so we can kick this game around the way it's supposed to be kicked around. See, because a lot of you guys don't realize that I'm fucking ahead of my time. I just am. I've been ahead of my time. My audio book that I have of Rosebud the American Pimp, fully scored. I made that 22 years ago. Did you hear me? 22 years ago. So what I'm saying is I knew then, and that was way before audiobooks. I knew then what was up with the audio of a book. Now, I just got a lot of shit that you want to know. I got a lot of shit you want. And I'm willing to let you have it, but I'm not gonna push the shit on you. I ain't gonna force you to get it. You know, you all running around talking about game ain't free. It ain't. You see, I charge, but what I'm saying is shit. I'm not begging you to take shit. And if you want me to be broke, just don't buy it and see how broke I be. Cause if you don't buy it, the next motherfucker standing to you is gonna buy it. See, this game that I'm gonna spit to you today, you gonna get more than you bargained for. And unless you completely surrender yourself to that I'm spitting true game, the shit's gonna just be difficult to do. It's gonna be difficult to understand. You ain't gonna be able to comprehend it because you got too much block in its entry. But difficult or not, see, I shoot straight from the hip, bro. Always. What do you know about an arsenal? See, I teach shit. And, well, first of all, I'm not talking about an arsenal as in guns or bullets. Or am I? The arsenal I'm talking about is just as dangerous as a doggone gun fully loaded with hollow points. And it's going to make the sentences you use when you speaking to a woman, it's going to make them words bullets. See, I know how to use my mouthpiece as a weapon, a motherfucking double-barreled Uzi, and I'm going to show you how to use your words as motherfucking unlimited clip. Your words, your thoughts, all yours. It's not going to be none of my shit. It's going to be yours. All yours. I know you don't believe that. Stick with this doggone video and see. Because I know I have a double barrel Uzi. And I spray a bitch in a minute. And I'm going to show you how to spray a motherfucker with your conversation. See, this is the kind of real, usable game that you can get from attending my university. The shit I'm finna talk, I'm not gonna tell you everything right now, but I'm finna explain to you why you need to be a SWU learning this game. Because what I'm saying is this. I only provide assignments that's going to build your confidence. Now, once your confidence is properly supported by this knowledge that I'm going to be giving you, there's no limit to where you can go. Now, you just don't understand. Excuse me. The activities that I have, excuse me, I got the hiccups. You know, when I spit game, I get the hiccups. I don't know why. But the activities or assignments that I assign are strictly for building confidence. Now, you can go anywhere you want to, anywhere you want to go once you get this game. Because uh, the way I show you to control yourself, the way I ingrain in you that you have the ability to be as confident as me, if not more confident, because to tell you the truth, you're younger. So you should be 3 times as confident as I am. But what I'm trying to say is, if you control your thoughts, everything about you, the proper way, see, you're gonna be able to control your destiny. And this is what I'm talking about. You're going to be able to control your destinies. You guys don't know how important it is that I can be free at 66. You got to think about it, man. Most people are trapped in their life. And it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I'm not trapped. I can move if I want to. If I want to go somewhere and stay as long as I want to, I can, because all my shit is on the computer. You know what I'm saying? Internet-wise. I mean, my life is cool. And I have something viable for me to exist on. I'm just telling you. You got to understand what's happening. So, to get into what I'm talking about, I'm really going to talk about an arsenal. I want you to know the way I show you about an arsenal at SWU, it's a system. It's not words. It's a system. Now, this system is a customized way for you to have your conversation together so that when you do speak to a woman, any woman, anywhere, you'll know how to manipulate the environment, your surroundings, to assist you in catching. I know this sounds kind of far-fetched, but if you listen to this goddamn video, you're going to see how laced I am. And remember, I'm going to take it off. It ain't going to be free to look at past tomorrow. It might not be free to look at past today. But, how should I start? Well, once you develop an arsenal, an understanding of the keys involved in the arsenal, it won't only work on women. It'll work for you in any endeavor you run into as long as it involves conversation. Anything. Job interview, a reporter interviewing you about something, anything. Once you understand it, I'm telling you. So, the first thing you got to learn about this system is it's real. You got to learn that it's real, and it starts whenever you get serious. Now, if you're serious, from this point on, you got to be able to imagine shit. You have to be able to use your imagination to grow. If you can't see yourself driving a Rolls Royce, you ain't never gonna drive one. If you can't see yourself walking up to a broad, kicking it like you knew her for 20 years, you ain't gonna never be able to do that shit. So at least for now, use your imagination and imagine. I'm not imagining what I'm going to tell you, but for you to believe it, you're going to have to imagine it for yourself. So, if you're going to do that, then I can continue. I see, because I know how hard this is going to be for most of you. I do. But if you can't imagine it, I'm telling you, it won't happen. The number one thing in this system is when you start a conversation or a conversation is started, allow that woman to say a few things. And what you're doing is getting a feel for how she thinks. I mean, don't let her take the conversation over, but let her have something to say. Woo woo. Now, at SWU, I break impromptu conversations with a female down. And I break it down so that you can see what I'm talking about when it comes to controlling. I don't mean any kind of violence or forcible control. I'm talking about psychologically controlling the conversation and that woman and what she thinks. I know you think it's kind of far fetched, but how you think I call all them bitches? Man, you guys, if a woman want to fuck with me, I'm telling you, I don't feel lucky. I don't feel any kind of fortune because this broad want to deal with me. Because I'm the bomb. I already know it. And she can't tell me she can't call me any kind of pet name, love, honey, any of that kind of shit. Okay, babe. No, bitch, you can't call me none of that. Now, when a woman do that, call you some kind of pet name, it's really a fucking diss. And you should never allow her to get away with that. Because when she does that, she's lumping you with all the other motherfuckers she called love, dear, or whatever the fuck she's saying. And you want to establish that you're different and you're not accepting any of that bullshit. Now, I'm telling you, this shit is real. Now, when a woman see that you ain't the average motherfucker, she's going to start thinking when she talk, when she speak. And she usually don't. She usually just say whatever comes out of her mouth because she don't respect dudes. I ain't mad at her. I am not mad at her for not respecting dudes because dudes are punks and they don't know how to talk. So you don't go for that shit for a second. And you better make your mind up about this motherfucker quickly. If you don't make your mind up quickly, she gonna make it up for you. And you getting played. Now, after you make your mind up about her, you gotta think of conversation. And you gotta get busy. And that's where the fucking arsenal come in. So, let's say I'm finna talk to baby. I'll start my interview process at this point. And all I'm doing is lining up my arsenal for her with that hello. How you doing or whatever. See, let's say so far, she's coming off like a know-it-all bitch. Women always do that. Even if they don't really know it all, which none of them do, they act like they do. And they want you to go for what they saying. I just immediately attack. But not the way you think. Not the way you think. To establish what I'm doing, I'll use a line like, ooh, girl, I know I don't like you because your name is like my daughter. Let's say her name was Trina. My daughter's name is Alina. So I'll use that. Now, what I'm doing here, because I'm a psychological attacker, and once I get you thinking along the lines of what I'm saying, you finna be mine. Because I'll tell you, bitch, don't talk to me if you don't want to fuck with me. Because if you talk to me, whether you want to fuck with me or not, you gon' fuck with me. That's just how it is. So I'm giving her something to identify with me when I tell her that name shit about my daughter. See, you got to understand psychology. You got to understand psychology if you really want to get women. Most likely, she's not paying attention to what I said. But I know by me saying it, by me saying that I know she's going to like me, it's a sneaky way to get her to start mentally accepting my dominance because I'm telling her she's going to like me. Now, don't confuse what I'm saying with when I say dominance. Don't confuse it with any kind of violence. None of what I'm talking about will ever involve force. Now, this correct dominance is actually a desired feeling or emotion that all women have, but very few of them get to willingly expose or experience how it feels to have it. They all fucking try to hide the fact that they want a man that knows how to handle women. They portray that they want to know how to handle men, but in reality they don't. That's why all the relationships are fucked up. You need prenups. Uh, they want a dude that know how to handle them. So what I'm saying is this: I'm gonna set the tone with my conversation. That's why you need an arsenal. After I set the tone and I see she going for it, I'm gonna chop her fucking neck off. I'm gonna do it now to make the dominance apparent quickly. I'm gonna find something in what she's saying to get at her. I'm gonna use something she said or something about her to get her to identify with me. Now I'll already have set her up, asking her the basic questions, blah blah blah. How you doing, woo woo, that kind of shit. And you should know that women rarely, if ever, listen to men when they're talking. Rarely. They hear the first couple of words, hey girl, what? And they already think, oh, he a player. She ain't thinking about what you really said. So this is why you gotta use a little trickery in your shit. I remember I asked the girl, tell me something uh, tell me something that you really, really, that would make you, like a dude. What the dude approaching you? Tell me something you would like. But you know what I hate? I hate for a motherfucker to come up to me talking about, did I ask you what you hate or tell me something you like? See, they don't listen. They really don't. And you could use that to your advantage. So I'm gonna make her identify with my authority, and I'm gonna point out that she wasn't listening to what I asked. And she's going to be humbled by my skill in getting her to shut the fuck up. Because that's what I'm going to be doing when I make her see this stuff. I'm bringing it to her because I want to get at her now. I've been spending enough time, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever. I'm ready to get at baby now. Now, all this is happening in a matter of a couple of minutes. This is not a long time type situation. I ain't spending no time with no goddamn broad trying to get at her. Girl, if you don't show me I should fuck with you in like 5 minutes, I'm gone. Fuck you. That's what I think. You ain't got to think that. But that's what I think. What I'm saying is women hear the first couple of words, and from that they judge where you coming from. So what I do is point out something And I pointed out that she wasn't listening because she's gonna reply in a way that's gonna let me say, "Damn, baby, that ain't what I asked you." No, what? Yeah, and then I tell her what I'm saying. See, because dominance is really important. It's very important. Uh, you need to show it almost immediately. So you're not gonna use it right now, but as long as it's established early, it's cool. Now, the second thing is I'm gonna decide how I'm gonna handle baby real fast, and I probably already decided it. Hold on, I probably already decided it because I ain't really talking to no broad if I ain't, knowing how to get at her. The little first minute or so, I'm just letting her open her mouth so I can see who the fuck she is, because I'm seeing through her. Period. All I gotta do is hear her voice, damn near. But as I take control of the conversation, and I take control by giving her an opportunity to speak. I let her speak, and I'm very careful to pay attention to what she's saying because right here is where I'm finna get at, baby. I'm finna start using my arsenal. Now, let's say I didn't peg her as a snooty bitch, used to handling the motherfucker she deal with. So I ain't gonna show her right away. Actually, I am. I don't know. I'm not gonna show her right away that she can't handle me. I'm gonna listen to the bitch for a few moments and get her to thinking that she got me going. And you gotta be prepared to make the bitch laugh or at least chuckle. Because I can't really think of a better way to loosen a snooty bitch up is to get her to hear herself, her voice, her chuckle. See, so during the laughter, she's not gonna notice that you're taking over the conversation. What she want to talk about is of little consequence to me at this point. But I'm gonna listen, so I can pull shit from it. I'm gonna pull shit from what she's saying, and I'm gonna talk about it a second or two. Make her feel like I'm ingratiating her with, my presence and everything else. I want to see if she listens because I'm responding to everything she's saying. Because I'm telling you, all women think men don't listen to them. And I'm going to show her. She don't even know me. Least of all me. Because as I'm listening to her, I'm creating my arsenal. I'm creating my conversation based on what I'm thinking of her and what she's about. Not how she look or none of that shit. I have made up some sort of scenario about her in my mind, and I'm finna get at her based on that. Most of what I'm saying up to this point is kind of stalling to get the real questions or get to the real questions. And once she start answering them, she's really gotten pulled into my web. And then I'm going to capture her. Because when there's like 6, 7 questions that, I would space out through this conversation. And when I get to that last question, I know I'm finna have baby. Period. I very seldom get to that last statement or whatever I'm going to say and don't have baby already, walking in my car with me. Because the way she answers is going to let me know that, she's really comfortable. And all I need to do is keep rolling with my combo. I pick up all this when I'm talking. I check all of this when I'm talking. And what I'm saying is I teach this. See, at one point, I'm going to check on that tricky question that I shot at her to see if she was really listening to me. And as I intently listen to her, I'm going to see if it's matched. See, that's why I asked her the tricky question earlier. See, the arsenal is so you can see when a woman is not listening or following your fucking flow. There's two things you can do at that point of realizing she's not being real. You can see that you wasting your goddamn time. Your valuable time is being wasted. Or you can flip the script on her. A lot of times I flip the script. You know how you do that? You use that tricky question. You point out, you say you don't like how dudes don't damn listen to you and shit. You possess the same horrible characteristics. What you mean? And then you should tell her, I asked you this and you answered that. Totally not listening to me. Now you got her, oh man, you got her caught. Not caught the way we want to catch, but she's caught between acting like she know it all. Now you done made her see, oh shit. So all you got to do at that point is say those attributes or characteristics or whatever you talking about that turn you off, you possess them. So why shouldn't it turn me off? Now, I got baby explaining herself. And I'm gonna let her do it because I'm gonna catch her in some shit. But what I'm saying is the fact that she's explaining herself, letting me know I got her now. Once I get her to chuckling and calm her ass down, she's mine. I've told you all many times. Silence is a sure indicator that you have fucked her up. And when you show that bitch that she got all the qualities she's talking about is not shit, that she hate, you watch and see how quiet she be. I bust real game to you guys. I don't just be talking to talk. I don't be trying to make you think that I'm the greatest that ever did it. Although I am. I just want you to get sharp. I want you to be able to use what I tell you to make a difference in your fucking life. Tell that bitch, it's not pretending if you doing what I'm saying. People be it's really trying to do something. You gotta make yourself bigger than life almost. Well, not bigger than life, but you just gotta make yourself fucking memorable. You have to be memorable so that when she leaves, she can't get you off her mind. You did so many damn things to her without fucking her. You ain't gotta fuck her. Just handle her like this. And I would suggest that you don't fuck the bitch the first couple times you with her. Make her want you. Because this is how you catch. This is how you make that motherfucker look at you for you. Instead of grouping you with dudes. You don't want to be grouped with dudes. Dudes lose with women. I'm just saying, trying to let you know, bro. I'm gone.